I'm, for this month, doing African American history tidbits, and no one is watching them. No one can watch my tidbits on Patricia Bath. Nobody can watch what I have to say about Granville T. Woods. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. It's a minute at the most, 50 seconds at the least. You should check them out and share them with your friends. Melanated! Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. So today's going to be a chit-chat video. I actually don't know how coherent this is going to be because I wanted to try out a look on this Coastal Scents Reveal palette before I officially film it. But then I was like, girl, I don't want to be... I have so many things to film and so many ideas, and when I'm just sitting down not editing something, I feel guilty. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a chit-chat while I try out this look, and if it turns out to be ugly, then it just turns out to be ugly, and then you'll see it. Because I also wanted to talk about Beyonce's Formation video. So as you've probably already seen, I posted a video where I commented a little bit about Beyonce and her Formation video, and her performance at the Super Bowl. Hold on, let me blow my nose. My background's probably going to be a little dirty, and my lights are weird, but this is what's happening. So I'm gonna go through this real quick. I'm gonna try to show you the products. If I don't talk about them while I'm putting them on, I will have them down in the description box. Okay, let's just start with some primer, okay? Let's just do whatever, Maybelline, Rimmel, whatever. So as far as the video goes, I still feel the same way. I did not get it. I was watching a couple videos talking about it though, reviewing it, and it's been very clear to me, it's been made clear to me that maybe the reason why I didn't initially get it is because it's more so for Southern Black Americans. Which is completely fair and makes so much sense, because I didn't get a lot of the imagery. I don't consider myself to be a dumb person. I don't know everything in the world. And as Julesy said, that Black people in America, we're not a monolith. We all don't have the exact same experience. In fact, some of us have completely opposite and polarizing experiences. So the fact that I wasn't falling all over myself for this video, shouldn't be surprising to anyone. But I mean, some people were so upset. I mean, I graciously had a commenter say that she disagreed with me, but that she wasn't going to go into why she disagreed with me because she wanted to only post positive commentary. And I was like, thank you so much, because there are so many people who were willing to tear me down or break me down about this situation when they just could have explained to me why it was so significant for them. The one thing I think that it did highlight for me is that there is still the aftermath of Katrina, which, I never even think about. And I don't think I'm a bad person for that. There's a lot going on in this world, and there's a lot being somebody who is aware of it and who wants to stay abreast of it. But sometimes, I can't be on top of everything. I got some criticism from somebody about the way I handled talking about the Flint water crisis. And it's I can't be everything to everyone all the time. I'm just trying to get up in the morning and brush my teeth. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm always up for having a conversation, and I'm always up for you guys to teach me something new, because I don't know everything, nor do I pretend to know everything. But there's this idea that because I have this channel that I think that I know everything, and that I'm becoming to you the most informed I can possibly be, which you're right, I should be, but I'm not, Like I said, I'm just trying to get up in the morning and brush my teeth. Upon hearing other people's explanation or talking about the situation with Beyonce's video, I'm starting to appreciate it more, definitely. And like I said, I didn't hate it. I just didn't think that it was the end all and be all. I really felt maybe she did do something for someone somewhere, and maybe all those Southern women who felt like she represented hard body, yes, bravo. But it doesn't mean that it has to be for me, and it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person or a bad Black because I don't celebrate it, the way everybody else celebrates it. And that's something I get from people a lot of times. Also, I'm sensitive to that whole idea of being a bad Black person, or, not being Black enough. I'm sensitive to that because of my history dealing with a lot of Black Americans, and them, you know, telling me and making me feel as though like I'm not Black enough because of the way I speak or the way, you know, things I'm interested in and whatnot. So I'm always a little sensitive to certain criticism, and I never realized how it's going to affect me until like it happens, and then I'm like all on the defense about stuff. And I don't want to be, you know, I want this channel to be very open, but at the same time I do ask that, especially if it's your first time commenting to me, that you not comment to me like an a-hole, you know, that you go on ahead and, you know, tell me how you're feeling in a way that's conducive, in a way that's having positive conversation. I didn't get too many crazies about the Beyonce thing. And that was actually great, but some of the commentary that I did get on it, I was really open to listening to them and what they had to say. And you know what, if that's what Beyonce's video did for you, then hallelujah, praise the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like, but where I now am in the place where I want to defend Beyonce is the fact that some people are saying that she is anti-police because of the one imagery that I did get in it, not the one, but one of the few imageries that I did get in it that I thought was actually really great, was that she's somehow anti-police, and I just don't understand, like, these white people. Like, I mean, you know, I don't want to be, you know, biased and say that it was white people, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the people who are saying she's anti-police, Rudy Giuliani, is that, you know, that it's somebody white saying it. Where's my like blending thing? You guys, like, my thing is so messy right now. Like, I don't know where anything is, so I'm just gonna stand, so you know, like when I look at my thing and I don't see anything, so I just sit here and look until I find it. I like zen myself and calm down until I find it. Perhaps it's on the floor. And also I want to just point out that none of these brushes I'm about to use right now are clean. None of them. Maybe it's in here. Slip some stuff. Yes. Oh great, so what I used to powder with was Ben Nye. I used two kind of Ben Nyes. I used Chestnut, and I used like a translucent that isn't translucent from a very old thing that I used to own when I was doing stage makeup in high school. So this one's translucent, and then Chestnut. And then I'm going to add some of that powder right below my contour to highlight this area. Give it a little powdery poo-poo. For my contour, I used Black Up Stick in number 4, which is what I've been using. Somebody asked me about drugstore brands, like contour, like drugstore. Like, I mean, not in my neighborhood. Maybe in like Compton, where my cousins live, like I would be able to find it there. Because when I went to the CVS in Compton, they had a lot more options. But even then, like, the demographics of Compton is changing, and so they don't have that many black options. Okay, so to set my contour, I'm going to use my mineral powder by Ruby Kisses in the color Ebony. And also, like, let me just real quick say there's a difference between drugstore and beauty supply. Yeah, so it's absolutely ridiculous to me that anyone is trying to say that she is promoting anti-police or that she's racist because of the Black Panther Party. Like, I mean, really, I don't know, the Black Panther Party had white people scared like that to where they would even think of it as being the same thing. Like, you know, I guess it's those same white people who kind of think that slavery wasn't that big a deal and most of the slaves were happy and only a couple of them were sad. You know, I love the internet because I love that it gives people voices when they normally might not have a voice, but sometimes the voices that come through, you're like, girl, sit down with your stupidity. The KKK is a terrorist group that have a long history of murdering people. How is that even compared to the Black Panther Party? How? Like, okay, now, just because I need to like blend it out a little bit, I'm just kind of use a brush that doesn't have anything on it to like just kind of blend. I don't even really know what I'm doing at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, this look isn't camera, YouTube ready look. You know what I'm saying? This is like an everyday look that I will go out into the streets in, where like no one's looking that close, nobody cares. So I'm just gonna add some highlight because I've been kind of obsessed, because everyone is obsessed with highlight. So that's made me obsessed with highlight. And I'm using Stole the Show from ColourPop just right now. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I usually use like a gold, but I've been obsessed with this like silvery, albatrossy sort of coloring. And I'm probably gonna still go over it with some gold from the Missy Lynn palette. I definitely should have put on my blush before I put on my highlight. I like to put it on the apples of my cheeksies. So we'll see. We'll see how this ends up turning out. it might be fine. You know, it probably won't be, but it might be, you know what I'm saying? I got inspired by watching somebody on YouTube do their makeup, or not even do their makeup. I just saw what they had on their face. So I got inspired. So I was like, you know, let me check it out. Let me show you what I'm using. I'm using this color right here. So as far as Beyonce being like racist, like I guess it's just like white people who like want to be a part of the conversation but know that they can't, so they just make up issues like that don't even really exist for them. You guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this up. Let's go on with this like purple color. Let's get that. And this outer V. Okay, and I'm just gonna blend that out. And you know what I realized? That I think that sometimes you guys may take something that I say very personal, especially if it means a lot to you, and come at me very angry because you feel like we know each other. But this is kind of a one-way street, especially if you're somebody who does not comment and who does not interact with me. I don't know you, so I don't know your experience. And I don't know that this video that Beyonce put out like gave you all of your life, and for me to be like, it didn't really do much for me, is gonna really upset you. I think that you know, you gotta let me know. Like I gotta be privy to, you know, what's happening, because I care and I want to be sensitive and I want to understand where everyone is coming from. And it's not like I'm just like, oh, you're dumb if you're not, you know, if you don't have my point of view. Like I say, if you'd like to join the conversation, please leave a comment down below. And that's because I want you to. I want to have a conversation with you guys. I want to know your perspective. And that doesn't mean that my perspective is wrong, but it could be my perspective, you know, is ignorant. And that's definitely a possibility. And I don't pretend or believe that I know everything. So I find it very interesting. This platform it's been a little hard for me to navigate, especially because I do have such strong feelings about things. And I think people go, oh, well, she feels that way and she's talking about it in this manner and it's irresponsible of her to do that. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't think it's irresponsible of me. I'm a grown-ass woman. But if you feel the opposite, go ahead and tell me, but educate, you know? So the colors that I used just now, for the outer V part, I use this purple right here, and then for the inner part of the outer V, I use this navy blue right here. And as far as this palette not being pigmented, I don't know if that was like word on the YouTube street. I don't have a base on right now. Like I just have on primer and I just have on a little bit of foundation over it. And normally I would have to have a base underneath it, some sort of cream based something, in order to have the colors be as vibrant as they are. And I think these are pretty vibrant colors, you know. Let's see, I just need one like blending situation. Okay, so I'm blending it out. I'm going to use this color, but I might have to dip into this color. Like on the Urban Decay palette, this is like Password and this is like Whiskey. And you guys know, if you watch that series, you know how much I love Urban Decay's Smoky Palette and how much I loved Whiskey and Password. I use them like all the time. Yeah, this is Password is what it needs to be. Or not Password, fake Password. Let's tame this down, you know what I'm saying? Let's blend this out. Some people be on here and having these edges so beautiful, and I just cannot be bothered, girl. That's why when people are like, can you do my makeup? I'm like, no, I cannot do your makeup. I could just do my own makeup. Like, no, ma'am, I can't. You don't want me to. There was a second where I was like, I'm gonna go to makeup school. And then I was like, what the hell, Wama? You don't wanna go to makeup school. You spend most of your time in retail. You are not trying to be doing nobody's damn makeup. So people could be unappreciative and rude because they don't like something. Like, no, ma'am, no way. So now I'm using this color here. That's a dupe for Combat. I think that's the name of the color from the palette. Just putting it right underneath my brow. And that's this color, ooh, right there. Okay, now there's one other color that I wanted to put on while I have your attention. I'm gonna get a small brush. like this small, and I'm gonna put some silver in the center. And now I know you're like, Wahima, silver? And I'm like, yes, silver. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this color right here. I'm looking dead on. I kind of want it to be like right here. Did that even do anything? Can you even see that? I mean, it did a little something, but not something to write home to mom about, you know what I'm saying? So now there's the part that I hate. It's putting color here. I hate putting color here because I don't feel like it actually does anything for me. I'm just gonna use what's left on this brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna use some gel eyeliner. And I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So I added eyeliner, and I was very meticulous about it. And I did it on the top and lower, and I also added mascara. So mascara, I used the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Drama. Look, I have the world's tiniest eyelashes. No mascara works on me. This was free. I got it from my Beautycon beauty box, which I love. It has actually the right kind of brush for my tiny little stupid eyelashes. You know, every time I get a free mascara, I'm always like, yes, because I'm surely never going to spend any amount of money on a mascara ever again. It really just does nothing for me. Mascara just does nothing for me. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this thick fan brush, and I'm gonna dip it in this Missy Lynn color highlighter, these two that I love to use, and I'm going to now add it to this other highlight that is still just sitting on my face and see what happens. Like, I'm gonna be so highlight. I'm gonna be so highlighted. All right, so, you know, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, so, I mean, that's really just it. Like, I'm not gonna put on false eyelashes, and I don't have the energy for it. I'm gonna film another video after this one that's gonna be highlighting smaller YouTubers that I absolutely love to watch. I'm doing a collab with another person here on YouTube who actually was really supportive of me when I first got on YouTube, and I just love her. Okay, what should I put on my lips? Something that I never use. What don't I ever use? Stone by MAC. Let's try Stone. I should add a liner with this. But, you know, c'est la vie. I'm into this color, you guys. No liner, girl. No liner. All right, you guys, that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this quick chit chat. If you would like to join the conversation, please leave a comment down below. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna film another video right now. Hopefully I'll do something with his hair. Maybe I'll put another shirt. And that's it. You guys have a fantastic day now. Thank you for watching. Bye.